In today's video, we are gonna get a little bit of nostalgic. This video is right in time for me, because today we will be going back in time. In our minds, of course. I'm not willing you to invent time travel immediately. 1 year ago, my self-improvement journey has started. I can be sure of a certain day, because it was a harder time for me and I don't remember a certain date, but I know that it was around this time of a year. The only difference was that in date there was 2022, not 2023. My journey genuinely started after I stopped thinking about a girl I had a crush on. And I stopped thinking about her because I realized that really, first, she wasn't interested, second, she wasn't good material for future wife, because that, I think, is what your girlfriend should be. She should be material for a great wife and even greater mother for your future children. And I couldn't find those two characters and traits needed in the girl sorry, I had crush on. So after strange and difficult things happening in my mind on that moment, it took me around 3 days to take this decision. And those were the days where I was the most sad in the time I remember. I wouldn't call it a depression, yet it was a hard time for me. The breaking point was around the second day of those 3-day period, I believe, where me sitting on a couch in the living room, alone in the room, thinking about what should I do and what is really happening around me, how should I react, I got a random thought: why don't end this all? And I got in a very strange thing of, throughout 1 minute of my life that day, I don't remember what I have seen in my room, even though I believe that I had my eyes opened, because of how much was happening right here. At first my mind started thinking, maybe it is the way to finish it all. I think it took around 20 seconds when I was really down. But luckily, something clicked, and I started thinking differently. And throughout the rest of this 1 minute period, I felt like I will lose too much. Because if I'd end this, I'd lose my friends, my family, my acquaintances, my hobbies, my relationship with God. I would go to hell, definitely. And this was enough. Those 5 things were enough for me to, counting every single friend and family member, I'd got into a ratio of 1 argument that I should do it, which was the girl, and more than 100 not to do it. So after this minute I was sure, no, this is not a way. And it was a miracle for me, because another day was also an almost depressive one, but then, slowly but surely, I started getting better and better. I took some right decisions about what to really do in my life. I stopped thinking about her and focused on self-improvement. That was around this time last year. So now, after a year of self-improvement, I believe it is the best time to really spend a good amount of time in a day thinking about what really happened to me throughout this year. And I want you to do that too. Take a moment today and think how much of you have changed for the better throughout the last year. And really spend some time on it. Maybe you can meditate on it. Or take a sheet of paper and a pen. Or open a document on your computer and just start writing those things down. You don't have to save this information card, or you don't have to save this sheet of paper or a document. You may delete it right after you write it and read it. But the thing you will realize is that it's really getting in a great way. While your competition right now is eating junk food after having fapped second time in a day, or your competition is, for example, right now simping for a girl. They are doing things that they should not be doing. One person from your competition will go to a party this weekend, and he will drink a lot. He will get drunk and he will do something humiliating. While you, for the last year, you've done so many things that will make your life better for the future. Really think about it. Started exercising maybe, went to the gym, which gradually greatly improved your self-confidence and your strength, so you never know when it will be needed. Maybe you've managed to cut out video games from your life completely, so you've got the great amount of motivation that you didn't have last year. Maybe you, I don't know, managed to decrease the amount of relapses you do in a month by 60-70%, because it might have been very bad for you and now still not great, but way better. After you really spend some time thinking in this way, you will feel the inner joy about for what you have done. You from the past were worse, I hope. You've done so many good things that the trajectory of your life changed. And it's getting better. Really spend some time thinking about it, please. The amount of gratitude you will have for your own self. Not for something that happened, not for another person, for you. You will be grateful for you. Your own mind will like what you have done. What will also happen is that your identity might have changed throughout this time. And you might have not realized it. So, I don't know, you've probably started meditating. Let's imagine that you or your friend started meditating 3 months ago. So before those 3 months, he had mess there, and he saw himself as a person who can't focus. Right now, it's way better because of those 90 days of meditation around, which of course won't make you learn to levitate how it is shown in some time-lapse videos, but you're this friend, I don't know, it's just a random case. It's better, it's way better, and after you even realize and make your focus in the moment right now, or right after this video, that you change it for the better, you will complete the change of your identity, because now you are completely free to honestly notice and think that you are a person who can focus. You are a person who does not play video games, even though you used to in the past, so last year ago. It doesn't have to be a year. I still saying 1 year ago because this is an important date. The video is appearing on the day that one year ago I was thinking about ending myself, and right now I'm literally, I don't know, couple of times better. I've managed to repair my life in so many ways. My social skills are better, my mental health is better. I've started exercising. My body is better, which makes my self-confidence better. My style got better. Everything. 1 year is a long time, and it's long enough for you to make changes in almost every aspect of your life. So, doesn't have to be a year. If you started self-improvement 3 months ago, you may spend some time thinking about what you have changed throughout those 3 months. You may still think about what you have been 1 year ago before you have started doing nothing for self-improvement related topics. And by seeing how much of you have changed for the better, it will give you the great feeling inside you. And I think that this is a certain different kind of energy you might have felt in your life, but after you do this exercise of contemplating about how have you been 1 year ago, last year, or in the past, doesn't have to be 1 year, as I have said, you will have a different amount of energy inside of you, and this energy will push you even further and further and further. So after 1 year, you may come back to this moment, and you will see that you've been exercising 3 times a week at this moment. After a year, you may be exercising five times a week with way better schedule and gym plans, and your body will be bigger, and you will also think with joy about what you have done throughout this year, that you are better. And as I have said, it will work in any category: mental health, social life, physical health, spiritual health, so like your relationship with God, it may also improve. And your relationship with other sex, so love. I could count and count, but it's not the point. You know what I see. What? You know what I mean. Sorry. You know what I mean. So, if you haven't paused the video as it was lasting, as it was going, finish the video right now and spend at least 5-10 minutes of your day. It might be half an hour. It will make your life even better, but I think that even 5 minutes is enough to really think about what your past you made for you, and then start working so your future you will be able to thank your present you about what you have done to please and improve him. Now go make your way to a better future.